Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome back to another reaction of Doctor Who. Today we're going to be watching episode number 12 of series 9. This is it, you guys. This is the finale. Oh my god. I watched the 11th episode 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and I'm still so hyped from it because it was the best or one of the best episodes on Doctor Who ever. It was crazy. And I'm still not over it. I've edited it for YouTube and rewatched it today, this morning. So everything is totally fresh on my mind. And I do know everything that there is to know, like hopefully, because this week I am not having the security of my Patreon comments because I'm releasing both of those episodes in the same week. So I still don't know what my Patreons have to say about the 11th episode while already watching the 12th. Usually I don't do this, but this is a special occasion. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. The last episode was a ride, a wild roller coaster ride that took me on a range of emotions. And most of them were negative, so I am not expecting something different today, which is why I'm not wearing eye makeup. I have my tissue box right next to me. Also, it's a funny one so that I do get happy thoughts throughout. Am I even allowed to show this? Because this is all, isn't it Disney? I don't know. I have paid for them with my own money. This is not a commercial. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna have to blur them for the YouTube reaction, I don't know. Before we get into the finale episode, I want to talk about the last Heaven's Sent episode that we've seen, because a lot of stuff has happened. And I have talked about most of it already in the last episode, but I did want to dive a little deeper into one specific topic that I didn't talk about as much in my review, which is, like, I guess one of the main themes of the last episodes. So yay me for not putting this specific topic in the reaction or in the review. We're talking about the confession tape thing. I've forgotten the name they're always using, this little round thingy. And the confessions that the Doctor made in the last episode. Okay, so both of the confessions are talking about something that has to do with the other Time Lords, with Gallifrey, and with the Doctor. The first confession that the Doctor makes is about him leaving Gallifrey back then. And he admits that it wasn't because he was bored, but because he was scared of something that we don't know of yet. But the second confession he makes all of that a little clearer. And I've put 1 and 1 together, or is it 1 and 2? What do you put together in English? I've put 2 and 2 together. Oh my gosh, 2 and 2. I've put 2 and 2 together. And the second confession the Doctor makes is he knows that the Dalek Time Lord hybrid is indeed real, and he's scared about that fact. So, putting 2 and 2 together, Doctor fled from Gallifrey because something happened, and the hybrid between Dalek and Time Lord is real. In the end of the last episode, the Doctor says that a hybrid between the Daleks and the Time Lord doesn't exist, because the Daleks would have never allowed that. So, and I quote, "The hybrid is not half Dalek. The Daleks would never allow that. The hybrid destined to conquer Gallifrey and stand in its ruins is me. So, the Doctor is a hybrid? That's what he said. But obviously not Dalek hybrid, because Daleks would have never allowed that. Which leaves us with the question, a hybrid of what? Why did he flee Gallifrey back then? Was it because they wanted him to become a hybrid? Was it because they found out he was a hybrid? We know that he was just a normal little boy when he was around, 8, 9 years old. The scene with Clara in the bed. And the parents were talking about his future and how he would probably not go to Time Lord school because he's like too bad, something along the lines of that. Something was already different when he was a little boy, but he was not a hybrid, as far as we know, of something. And it begs a question, a hybrid of what? And did he flee because he was a hybrid and they found out, or did he flee because they wanted to make him a hybrid and he didn't want to become one? Which I don't think, I don't know what I think. To be honest, I don't know which one of those possibilities is like the real one, or maybe none of them. And what does Missy have to do with it all? Because we've seen her in this series already. She plays a part in this story. She is a Time Lord as well. Time Lady, sorry. So yeah, I don't know what to make of this story yet, which is why I have to watch the next episode, I suppose. Also, I don't want to lose the Peter Doctor in this episode, please. If you could do me just one favor, please, Doctor Who writers, don't take him away from me yet. Please not. I've been through this an episode ago. It was horrifying. It was horrible. I don't want to go through it again. Please, not today. I just want to have one more series with him. And also, he's in the midst of something, right? But then again, he's going to Gallifrey, which seems like the start of the end of his storyline, which is very interesting, to be honest, because we've had like the 50th year anniversary in which we clarified the relationship between the 3 doctors that we've seen before Peter with the Time Lords, but we haven't seen anything like it with Peter. So now, at the probably end of his story, we're getting the connection between them. And he's going back to destroy them. So something must have happened when he was in that prison. Some thoughts. Or maybe he wants to destroy them because he knows that they were the ones putting him into this castle thingy, this torture chamber. Is that a reason why he wants to destroy them? I don't think so. Does he want to destroy them because of Clara's death? I don't think so, because they didn't. Or did they? Wait. There are those them people that Ashila talked about, so maybe they are them. Is that the reason why he wants to destroy them? So maybe they were the ones who made a deal with Ashilda, which led to then... No, wait. The Raven deal was a totally different one. That wasn't them. Them that only referred to the Doctor being teleported to the castle. So it must be something that he, that came to his mind while confessing all of those things, awakening new or old memories from the past, what the Time Lords did. But I think, because what doesn't make sense to me is all of those memories, all of this knowledge that the Doctor talked about in the last episode, or that came to him in the last episode, like it was in his head before. It was in the other Doctors' heads as well. And they never wanted to go to Gallifrey and kill him. Not even he didn't want to do that, because remember the episode when Clara and him lied to each other and he's like, I went to search for Gallifrey because Missy told me the coordinates, but they weren't there, and he was so disappointed. He didn't want to kill them. But now he wants to. He wants to stand in the ruins of Gallifrey. So what happened in between? It must be something that we don't know anything of yet. Or we only know like the glimpses. Like, oh yeah, he fled because he was afraid. And there was something about a hybrid that is supposed to be him. A hybrid of what? Is it Time Lord and a Cyberman? If it isn't Daleks? I don't know. I have no idea. Or is it Time Lord and human? Which would be interesting. Time Lord and human. Why would that be a thing? I don't know. It must be something that makes him more powerful probably than the other Time Lords. Long story short, I am confused already. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. 1,000 theories, 1,000 thoughts in my head, and it can only get worse with my confusion. But I'm sure of one thing. I don't want to lose the Peter Doctor today. I don't. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? I don't think so. Oh yeah, one little thing. I don't want him to die. I have my reasons for that. It's not only because I don't want to lose him, but I do want to see the Peter Doctor with another companion after Clara. I want to see how long it lasts, or he lasts until he befriends another companion. I want to see how he is reacting with this other companion, because with Clara he was so close. So him finding someone else, like even similar to Clara, I don't think that'll happen. And the relationship and the bond between him and her, that'll never happen again with the Peter Doctor. I don't think so. So it would be very interesting to see something else for a change. And the other thing is, which is my preferred option, I want to see a whole series with the Peter Capaldi Doctor being evil. I want to see that. And I want to see it today, because he's turned so evil at the end of the last episode there. I want to see him being evil. I want to see that, please. Please. And also take the power, which, by the way, now that I'm thinking about it, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. But I've been talking about the power that he got offered by Missy and also by Davros, which was the one time the power over the Daleks, the other time the power over the Cyberman. And both of them are the most favorite enemies of Doctor Who writers. I didn't even realize that until now. This is interesting. And also, those are the two species that I think could be possible for this Dalek, Cyberman, Time Lord hybrid. I don't know. So it's very interesting indeed that he got offered the power of those two species. I don't know if this is something or anything at all, or if I'm only making this up in my mind, but it's very, very interesting. This is a hard one to start. I'm talking all the time just because I just don't want to start the episode. I just want to postpone it for another 5 minutes and another 5 minutes. I'm procrastinating so hard right now because I don't want to get into the episode, because I think we will lose the Peter Doctor and I don't want to see that. I don't want to go through pain. Okay, you know what? I think the best way to start this episode is in the memory of Clara. Let me be brave. Let's get into it.
do as they tell me and the street is safe.
Who are they?
I never meant for anyone to get hurt.
Go to the city. Tell them I'm back. Tell them I know what they did.
Oh my god, I can't do this. I'm too weak. Why am I... Oh, my eyes are tearing up already. Well, great. Tearing. Nevada, you say. Okay, follow Nicole, focus. Nevada. Wow, this thing is in the middle of nowhere, like literally. Do places like those exist in reality? Every time I see that in a movie or in a TV show, I ask myself, like, are those kind of places real in the middle of nowhere? Also, Pete and the guitar. Oh, is he limping?
Hi.
Hi.
I don't have any money. But I play.
What kind of reality is this?
Okay.
She's here again. Oh my god. What is this?
You're English.
Is this a dream of his?
Maybe I went to an airport and caught a plane. You?
Magic.
Calm before the storm.
I believe you.
I don't want to lose those two.
From time to time.
It's so beautiful.
Nothing's sad till it's over. Then everything is. I think that it's called Clara.
Tell me about her.
What? Oh, this is impossible. We still haven't seen anything of this episode. Look, I'm not going. I can't get through this episode. This is the worst. Worst reaction of all times. Reactors just crying from start to finish. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to blow my nose before the episode starts. We're back on Gallifrey. Okay. Okay. So, was it just a dream? No way. This is the shed. This is the shed, isn't it? The 50th anniversary / fear shed? Oh, hello?
Are all the bells ringing? The whole cloister?
What's going on down there?
The cloister bell of the TARDIS.
The cloister wraiths seem to think so.
So where is he? Where has the doctor gone?
Back to the beginning.
Oh, you! Hello!
I heard the doctor had come home. One so loves fireworks.
This episode feels so big already. It feels like... Oh my gosh. What a universe we created. To tell this kind of storylines is just unbelievable. Where's Rose? / interface? We could really... Oh, look at that! That's where his bed was standing.
Be there.
She doesn't know.
I'll just put all that back. It's for the boys. If any of them ever want to come.
Oh, I mean the face. Maybe she doesn't like know the face. She knows the face. No, he'll kill them, okay? Oh gosh, look at her. Shouldn't tell them? Okay. Public eating, I guess. It's like a mukbang in reality. One of Missy's planes or a spaceship? Oh my gosh, look at his eyes! That's why I want this doctor to be the evil one. Look at him, he's so good. The music.
You will come back immediately. That is an order, and this is a military vehicle.
They won't kill all those people.
What's his plan?
I think he's finishing his soup.
I like that woman.
As commander of the armed forces of Gallifrey, I bring you the greetings of the High Council.
You know what that means? That means F you, out of here.
Who the hell does he think he is?
He's the Doctor. The music! Can it get any more epic? Oh my gosh. Now he's ready. I can feel the weight on his shoulders. And look at them.
What is he doing?
Wait! Go back inside again.
I should hope not.
He just blames you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so red. Third time? Third time's a charm. Isn't that a saying in English? Why does it feel like Star Wars all of a sudden? Uh-huh.
Get off my planet.
If you'd told us what you knew, you could have walked out of there.
Get off my planet.
Get off my planet.
Some of these men served with
These men served me! All of you!
You don't have the guts to do it yourself, do you? Like those kind of men usually don't have. Just big mouse. Other than this man standing over there. No. No, you can't trick me.
So, you went back to your hometown,
something like that.
Glasgow.
What sort of Glasgow? Space Glasgow.
Is that a smiley? I don't know. I guess not. Well?
What is it? Is the firing squad afraid of the unarmed man?
Are you?
I was at Skull Moonster.
Is this a story or did this really happen?
Every story ever told really happened. Stories are where memories go when they're forgotten.
Oh gosh, her face. She's so cute. There are so many weapons lying on around. Just grab one of them and do it yourself. You knob.
Rations that we grant you. I've got all night.
I mean, I don't want to be mean to anyone, but this guy... Oh my god. They look like animals, those spaceships. Like cute flies.
With respect, get off his planet.
Bye then. Good riddance. And what did I talk about in the last intro of my episode? If the Doctor got offered an army now, he'd take it.
Isn't this going a little far?
Oh, I've barely started. Tell the High Council they're on the next shuttle.
Oh, I love this.
According to the stories. If they're just stories, why are you so worried?
Some Matrix prophecies suggest.
No.
You said every story that's been told is true. 2 minutes ago.
this creature will one day stand in the ruins of Gallifrey. It will unravel the web of time and destroy a billion hearts to heal its own.
What color is it?
What color is it? We're asking important questions here.
I'll need help, obviously.
Gallifrey is at your command.
Well, not from you, Lord. No, you'd cramp my style. Look at your hats.
True.
Extraction chamber. To talk to an old friend.
And who might that
Let me be brave.
No.
This way. I can save you.
No, we're not saving Clara. I'm not buying this already, but it looks kind of real.
Doctor?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Totally understandable.
What do you mean, your place?
My place.
You don't mean
Yeah.
Gallifrey?
Yeah.
Gallifrey.
Gallifrey. Oh.
Did I miss something?
Well, we're several billion years in the future and the universe is pretty much over, so yeah, quite a lot.
I'm afraid we only have a very few minutes with you.
What? Why only a few minutes?
We always tell them.
Tell me what? What's he talking about, Doctor?
Oh, it's just temporary. He doesn't want to tell her.
Your physical processes have been time-looped. Frozen between one heartbeat and the next.
Once we're finished here, you will be returned to your final moments. Your death is an established historical event.
No moving about. On pain of death, no one take a selfie.
These people are unarmed.
So are you.
Doctor, I will not let you leave here.
That's the first time the Doctor has a weapon in his hands, other than a sword.
I will not let Clara die.
She's been dead for half the lifetime of the universe.
Just shut up.
If you try to change that, you could fracture
Oh,
time
wait.
itself.
He won't let her die.
Are you really going to take that risk?
Well, I'm gonna take every risk.
Doctor?
Yeah, she's not. She's always been the responsible one.
Put it down, please.
Regeneration.
10th.
Good luck. You too, sir. Come on, quick!
This Clara person, you must really like her.
What the fuck is going on? I love this. Yeah, there he is.
You alright, sir?
Already alive again. And a woman.
Sorry, ma'am.
Not fast. See? No harm. Nothing happened.
I had to wipe some of her memory.
Of what?
Of me.
Oh. So that is the real Clara? And he gave her a new life? Ooh. That doesn't look healthy.
The sliders let you go.
Ooh. Of course, it's a finale. We have to have a Dalek. Oh my god. But they're still moving. Everything is down here.
What's to defend in a crypt?
It's not just a crypt, more like a stone circuit board. This is the Matrix database.
Database? What do you mean?
Don't stand in the middle of that thing.
The dead manning the battlements.
Was I supposed to understand any of that?
The Time Lords, they've got a big
Me every single Doctor Who episode.
Didn't hurt, did it?
tiny bit.
Oh, I love that we have them back. This is so good.
What is it?
How long has it been for you since you last saw me?
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, I can't be the Doctor all the time. I think I've almost got it. I think this is it.
Tell me what they did to you. Tell me what happened to the Doctor.
I can't be the Doctor all the time.
I'm sorry, but we have to find a way to
I
extract
said
you.
stay back!
At least they're listening to her.
Otherwise, they would have kicked me out. I'd have nothing left to bargain with.
What were you bargaining for?
What do you think?
You
I had to find a way to save you.
doofus.
4.5 billion years.
He could have left any time he wanted. He just had to say what he knew. The dial would have released him.
Wow. If you want to know what love is,
4.5 billion years.
well,
Listen, I'm nearly through here. If I'm right, there should be a service docked under here.
and Rory thought 2,000 years were much to wait for Amy.
We do not have time.
No, my time. My time is up.
Don't say that, Chloe.
But by nobody more than me.
What did you say to him?
I don't think I'm going to tell you. Or anybody else.
Tell me, please.
I said, don't worry, Doctor. They'll all be looking at me.
Oh my god.
Took him 4.5 billion years to get here. What do you think he's going to do now?
Oh, the TARDIS.
Bye. You were quick.
Time machine.
Oh my god, look at this. It's beautiful. It's all white.
Doctor, can you hear me?
Looks so old school.
Get out of that TARDIS and face me, boy!
Like the first one. Oh, it doesn't look like a police box anymore. Look at
What do you
that.
think of the new wheels?
Basic.
Classic, look at the colour scheme.
That's what I said.
You have one.
Yeah?
It should have restarted when we broke free of Gallifrey's time zone.
Really?
You're alive!
Really?
Followed by breakfast because we're time travelers and that's how we roll. Then cocktails with Moses. Then I'm going to invent a flying submarine. Why? Because no one ever has and it's annoying.
He's so happy.
My proper one, I need to change my shirt.
Oh no. Oh no, the TV is wrong.
Doctor,
She doesn't have a heartbeat.
still there?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Maybe we just have to fly a little bit farther. Give it a bit more. Ready?
Oh no, Doctor, I don't think it's working.
Exaggerating. They exaggerate all the time. History.
Stop lying,
Be
please,
fine.
Doctor.
Time will heal. It'll
Lying to yourself. Stop doing that.
What if time isn't healing? What if the universe needs me to die?
The universe is over. It doesn't have to say anymore. The last fragment of everything that ever was. As of this moment, I'm answerable to no one.
Wait, if there's
How
nothing...
can there be anybody there?
Yeah.
So long ago that the universe would become a very small place when I'm...
Oh, hi, Shielder.
Brilliantly. I've been watching the stars die.
Great. Must be fun.
Clara died billions of years ago.
You killed her.
No.
You let it happen.
No, I didn't. Neither did you. She did.
Yeah, that's true.
She felt where she stood. It was sad. And it was beautiful.
Oh, well,
Of course it can. You just have to steal a time machine.
The hybrid.
What do you know about it?
I think it's time to tell the truth.
Don't. I want to hear their conversation. Can she turn on a camera or something and listen to what they say?
And they would. Humans and the Maya. Both warrior races. It fits perfectly.
Oh.
By your own reasoning, why couldn't the hybrid be half Time Lord, half human?
That's what I said.
You're a Time Lord. You're a highborn Gallifreyan. Why is it you spend so much time on Earth?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's your best theory. I'm the hybrid. I ran away from Gallifrey because I was afraid of myself.
Don't say it's stupid, because that's my theory as well.
Hybrid wasn't one person, but two.
Well, that wouldn't be a hybrid. That would be a team.
And you're willing to risk all of time and space because you miss her.
Yeah, well, that's
One wonders what the pair of you will get up to next.
good reason.
I'm going to wipe a memory of every last detail of me. It'll be like our friendship never happened. It's quite painless.
Will you tell her what you're going to do?
Of course.
I don't think so.
Screen off.
Did she do something to protect herself from the memory loss? And she's only like pretending that she lost her memory now in this cafe or wherever they are?
Yeah, sure.
I thought you'd be more surprised to see her.
Oh well. Yay! Wow, a shielder. Hi.
Tell me,
When you wake up, you will have forgotten me. You'll have forgotten we ever even met.
and why would I want that? What are you trying to do to me?
I'm trying to keep you safe.
Why? Nobody's ever safe. I've never asked you for that, ever.
That's true. That's so true.
Tomorrow's promised to no one, Doctor, but I insist upon my past. I am entitled to that.
She'd rather be dead.
Oh, Clara, Oswald. What am I doing?
I don't know, Doctor. You really messed up things in this episode.
So what happens now? Eh?
It's gonna do it anyway.
It'll do something. To one of us. Better than flipping a coin.
Doctor.
Are you serious?
This has to stop. One of us has to go.
You really don't know it?
Let's find out.
How about we just don't?
Yeah.
Fly away somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be great.
Good luck, Doctor.
We already know how that ends, since he was telling the story to her.
One of us. I don't think I could ever forget you.
We're gonna have to.
What?
No.
Not like hell.
What?
What?
Stop! Stop it!
Never eat pears. They're too squishy, and they always make your chin wet. That one is quite important. This is right. I accept it.
I don't.
One last time.
How could I smile?
How could anyone smile? I got neither my eyes or...
It's okay. Don't you worry. What am I?
What?
How did I get here?
Yeah.
Clara.
Yeah. She was just here.
They didn't die, just forgot.
Clara.
I've heard it for a second time.
Clara who? Or what she looked like. Or how she talked. Or laughed.
That means Clara knows. Look at her. She's not letting him know.
Just nothing.
It must be breaking her heart.
You don't know who you're looking for. I mean, she could be me, for all you know.
What?
I think that we were here, you know? I think that we were here together once.
Must be breaking her
I'm
heart.
sure I remember.
She can't tell him. But she can't. For his sake.
You said memories become stories. When we forget them, maybe some of them become songs. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. By the way, yeah, this is the Amy and Rory cafe. That's the TARDIS. That's the Clara TARDIS.
Why does everybody think I am so scared? We all face the Raven in the end. That is the deal. Back to Gallifrey, they can put me back, right? On Trap Street, the moment they took me out. Of course. Gallifrey. The long way around.
Really? What? Oh. I don't know what to say about these events that happened in the last like 5 minutes. This is all so weird. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. Oh. Oh. But he doesn't know who wrote that. Does he? Oh, it's back. The Doctor is back. But did he really forget everything? I mean, he's just seen a picture of her on the TARDIS, and the one sentence she always said to him. Oh, so I guess he doesn't remember. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Okay. This episode was nothing that I thought could happen. Nothing. This was so different to what I thought would happen. So different. First of all, I have to fix the light though. I was looking way too red throughout the whole episode because I started crying and screaming and all. I have too much blood in my face. Oh my gosh. Wow. This episode was so different to everything that I thought that would happen. I'm just repeating myself. I'm not going anywhere with this. What the hell was this episode? Well, first of all, like, it was action loaded. There was one scene, one WTF scene after the other. Like, I didn't even have the time to think about what I've just seen on screen a minute ago, and 2 new things were happening. It's like one thing after the other. No time to think about anything, no time to let it sink in, to reflect on things. no time at all. I don't even think that I talked much during the reaction, because I tried to concentrate to get everything that they were saying and talking about, so that I don't even remember myself talking much through the episode. I hope I'll have enough for the YouTube reaction. But this episode was really good in a very surprising way, because I thought the Doctor would go to Gallifrey. They would want to fight him, he would want to fight them. Then something would happen, like the Daleks, the Cybermen, Missy intervening, something, big shooting, big fighting. In the end, the Doctor will die, something along the lines of that. But only the first two things that I thought would happen really happened. That the Doctor went to Gallifrey and they didn't want him there. That's about it. And that ending, those last 10 minutes, I didn't see that coming at all. At all. I mean, I didn't even see it coming that he would get back Clara. Where did that come from? Wow. But you know what that means? They've taken away Clara once. And I was very, very sad. They threatened to take away the Peter Doctor twice now. And I was very, very sad. And still both of those characters are alive and will die in the future. How am I supposed to deal with that? This is not fair. But I mean, yay, they're alive. They're alive. They will probably have another series. A whole series, hopefully. But how will that happen? Because, how will the episodes look from now on? Are we going to follow Clara and the Sheila? Or are we going to follow the Doctor? And are Clara and the Sheila the hybrid? Are those two the ones who go to Gallifrey and kill everyone standing in the ruins of Gallifrey after that? Is that what's going to happen? Wow. Okay. Let's talk about the episode. I'm so confused. I do need a little reminder because everything is too much at this, right now. Okay, so first we see this diner. By the way, this is the same place where, the Matt Doctor met Amy and Rory and River after he sent them the invitations. That's the same place. And we meet Clara, but she doesn't know us. At least that's what we think when we see that scene. We're like, what? Is this another universe? What happened here? Why she's even alive? I thought he was dreaming, because that would have been the easiest explanation for all of that. I mean, how could you see that coming? How could anyone think of a story like this? Apart from the person who actually wrote it. Wow. Okay. So we see those two have a conversation, and he's telling her stories about his past. And we're like, yeah, that's our Doctor, the one we know and love. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. The cinematography of these episodes. If you remember, back when we watched the first series, do you remember those very charming but wonky CGI effects? For example, with the trash bin that ate Rose's boyfriend, Mickey. Do you still remember that? See how far we've come. This is unbelievable. You can't even really see that there is any CGI going on. But it obviously has to be, right? Because there's no planet that looks like that. So this is unbelievable. It looks so good. By the way, where are the two suns? You could see them in the last picture. They were somewhere over here, but you can't see them here. So the Doctor's walking around, and then he finds his shed. And that is the one, if you look behind, like in the back of the picture, there is this bed. That's the bed that we saw in the episode where Clara was lying under the bed grabbing his feet when he wanted to stand up. That's that shed, right? And it's also the shed of the 50th year anniversary, the one with the button. That's it. Where the War Doctor met Rose. So he's coming back again, which I really liked seeing this shed again. It's a very important part of his history. So that made me a little anxious as well, because I thought, okay, if he's going back to his roots, that maybe means that we're trying to form an ending to his storyline. Because why would he go back to the beginning if it wasn't for the story to end? Fortunately, it didn't. Yeah, then we see the Time Lords and those soldiers over there, and yeah, they don't like the Doctor there, but the Doctor doesn't like them there as well. So yeah, I loved how he like opened the door, pretending to get out just to go back inside and send him this little frick you. I really liked that. So then, after all the disagreements and everything, the Doctor agrees to visit them, and they're sitting on this table, around this table, talking to each other and trying to find a solution for their problem, which they really don't. And this was the very, very first scene where I thought, okay, this is probably gonna be different than what I imagined it to be. Like, because all of a sudden we were talking about bringing Clara back because she could help us with the hybrid thing. And I'm like, wait, what's happening? We're seeing Clara in the street right before the Raven like destroys her heart, and she's just like swapped out of there and is all of a sudden standing with us in this room. And I'm like, what's going on? That was a very first big surprise, which I still can't believe she's back. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel as if this is something that should have happened. Although I'm really happy, don't get me wrong here. But it's as if you've taken something out of the natural order, which they did, or the Doctor did. We already said goodbye. In the last episode, she wasn't... well, she was there. She wasn't there in her presence, but she was there. She never left the Doctor. And that's because, like, he always had her in his mind, in his head, in his thoughts. And I mean, it's understandable that it's her, that this didn't happen with Amy or Donna or Rose or any other companion before, that he grieved so... I mean, we've had the Doctor grieving so much that he didn't want to have a new companion, but we never had a Doctor grieve so much that he literally stopped the world from, like not literally, but stopped the world from turning, or made the world end for his companion to be able to come back. That is because of what I already said, like the bond between her, between Clara and this Doctor is so special and so big, like no other bond has ever been before. And he just doesn't think, or he didn't think before he now lost his memory, but he didn't think that he could live without her. And since he can't die, he can't like choose like offing himself. He can't choose that. He has to find another solution. The next best thing he knows is bringing her back. So he does that by going back to Gallifrey and tricking them. Wow. What a storyline. And I mean, she is, when she hears of that, she's like, yeah, I don't want that, Doctor. I don't want that. And it's such a Clara thing to say, I don't want that. Because she's always been a straightforward person. She always wanted the best for the Doctor. But she also knew when something was finished. And nobody likes goodbyes. Nobody likes endings. But it's a part of human life to accept that they exist. And Clara did that. The Doctor didn't. I mean, he's not human. At least not that we know of. Maybe half human. But he thinks because he's a Time Lord, maybe these rules don't apply to him. I don't know. So he can't see that. He's like, I can. I flew to the end of the universe. All that's left is me. So only my rules apply. He went to this level of I am God again in this episode. And Clara doesn't want that to happen to him because she knows it only leads to the darker side. It only leads to sadness. It leads to war. It leads to non-happy times. And she doesn't want that. Like, in the end, it will lead to his destruction. And she doesn't want that for him. So she's always putting him in the first place. She's like, yeah, I'd rather die than leave you in this universe feeling as if you are above everything, which would lead to your downfall sooner or later. Wow, like this character is so good. Her heart is so pure. It's unbelievable. I love her to bits. I wonder what it will do to her that she's now traveling with a shielder. I don't know if I don't want to talk about it right now or if I want to talk about it in the end, but before I forget it, I'd rather talk about it now. She has beaten death, so she must feel, and we saw that in the end there a little bit, like glimpses of it, a little more than human. I wonder what that does to her, and also the influence of a shielder being there, which, like, a shielder is immortal as well, and she is closer to thinking she is a god than the Doctor ever was, I suppose. She is a very self-confident woman, and she thinks she knows it all, I think. I don't know, in the end there with Clara, she seemed pretty normal again. I don't know what to think of her. I haven't made up my mind about a shielder yet, because she's so different in almost every single scene. I mean, talking to the Doctor a few minutes ago, she was sitting in a chair and being like, yeah, I've seen the stars explode. Well, was really beautiful. She's like not even bothered by that. There are no feelings. She's like dead inside. And 5 minutes later, when she's in the TARDIS with Tara, she's like, yeah, I feel you. I know what you're going through. Like, her looks said that. And she's like more this like touchy-feely person again. I don't know how to explain it. But she's been so different throughout all the scenes of Doctor Who for those 3 or 4 episodes that we know her. Oh yeah, and then we do have this scene with a doctor and a gun in his hand, which is something that, and I hope I'm not saying anything wrong here, but we've never seen that before. That's something new, and that's something that I think, or I thought, that I would never see it, because the Doctor always said that he doesn't like weapons. He always comes without them. I mean, he's had a sword fight already, I remember that one, but a weapon like a gun? I don't think so. It was very, very unusual, but I think we all know the reason why he did that, and if he wouldn't have threatened this guy, whose name I forgot, he couldn't have escaped with Clara. Yeah, then we get the scene with the cloisters, or in the cloisters, and they do find this portal-like painting on the floor. Is it a painting? I don't know. By the way, that place is a very scary one, with Cybermen, Daleks, and the angels, the weeping angels. It's like as if the writer said, okay, this finale, we won't have any of them. But we can't do a finale without them either. So what are we going to do? Oh yeah, let's create this little place here, make it dark and scary, and just put them in there. It's going to be alright. Important thing is they have to be in every single finale, even if you see them only for 10 seconds. They're like, Doctor Who writers are like, yeah, okay, done. Box check, next. Okay, then we have the little discussion between Clara and the Doctor. And to be honest, right now, my mind goes pretty blank when I'm trying to remember what they talked about. Because of all the other stuff that I've heard throughout the episode. It's like I really have to rewatch the whole episode again to really remember everything. But they've talked so much, and like their conversation in the TARDIS, the last one, is so present on my mind that I kind of really can't remember right now what they exactly talked about in this scene. I'm very sorry for that. If it was something important, like it was something important, but if it is something that we need to talk about before we get into the next episode, I'm going to talk about this before we go into the next episode. But then the Time Lords come back, and the way Clara tricked them was so funny. It's like, yeah, I'm going to talk to the Doctor, and I really want to know what she said to him. I really want to know what she said to him, because she was talking for a while before she stopped, and she only said that one sentence that she said to him, to the Time Lords as well, which is like, they will only look at me, so you can escape, get the TARDIS, come back for me, and then we can go away. We can trick them. That was super cool. Then we get into the TARDIS and look at that design. I was like immediately teleported back in the 1960s. This is exactly how the very first TARDIS, or at least what I remember how the very first TARDIS looked like. And they like talked about it a few moments later as well. And like, yeah, basic design. And it looks like different from the outside and from the inside as well. I loved that they did this. It's such a good callback, and I think most, like many of my viewers are classic Who viewers as well. They like watched those old episodes back then when they originally aired. Maybe some of them watched them later. And we've seen so many callbacks to classic episodes already, but I think this is the biggest one. Out of all of them, they brought back the original design of the TARDIS. It's so cool. It's so cool. I love it, and I love like the brightness and the color. I love that. I really do. I hope they will keep it for a while. Just real quick. Like I said, I've not read any comments for the last episode on Patreon yet. And I do remember that I asked myself this question in the last episode, why the Doctor always wrote the word bird in the sand before he died and then came back. I always wondered why this word. But now I think that it has to do with what he intended to in this episode. Like, he reminded himself of the bird that killed Clara, and that's the reason why he has to fight for her so that he can get her back. I don't know if that's it. Please tell me in the comments down below. Is that it? Did I put this together in the right order? I don't know. Or maybe I'm totally out of it. But let's get back to this episode. The sign is still there. She still has no heartbeat. She's in between the last heartbeat of her life. Like the second last and the last heartbeat of her life, which is like a crazy situation if you think about it. Is she invincible now? I mean, if somebody would shoot her, would she die? Or is she only able to die in this other reality? That's an interesting question. Because if she isn't able to die in this reality, that would mean we have two young women traveling in time and space who are invincible, know the Doctor, and have all the power in the world. Probably. Wow, okay. That's an interesting one. So a little time forward, we travel to the end of the universe. It's about to die because the Doctor wants to like escape from the Gallifreyans. Gallifreyans? That doesn't sound right. From the Time Lords from Gallifrey. And he doesn't want them to detect Clara, so that he travels as far as he can. He runs away again. And yeah, there she is, a Sheila at the end of the universe. What a surprise. I mean, it's not really a surprise. I wonder how she got to space in the first place, because the last time we saw her, she was still on Earth without any possibility to get to another planet. So she must have like gotten to know an alien, or I don't know how she did that. Maybe we will find out, because now that she's traveling with Clara, maybe we do get more backstory about her. Because she was begging the Doctor for him to take her with him so that she could see time and space. How did she do that? We didn't even talk about that. It's really, like, I'm really curious. Yeah, but they talk about Clara, they talk about the hybrid, and as Sheila mentions, like the same theory that I did, like mentioned before, when she said, maybe you are the hybrid, Doctor, maybe you're a hybrid between a Time Lord and a human being. And I'm like, oh, that's what I said. Very interesting. The Doctor thinks maybe it might be a Nashilda hybrid between the Vikings and the other, what was the name? I can't remember, but I don't think that's it. And then we come up with the idea that it might be a hybrid between her and him. But I don't think that a hybrid is like two beings, right? I mean, the word hybrid says it's a hybrid. One person only, two entities inside. Like, otherwise it would be called a hybrid. But what do I know? So Clara, the clever girl that she is, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna listen. The Doctor doesn't want me to, but I want to know what's going on. And that's a very good decision, because the Doctor lies. The Doctor doesn't tell everything to her. Even if he travels to the end of the universe for her, risks his life and everything he's got for her, still, this man can't explain shit to her. He can't be honest. He can't tell her everything. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, she listens and she finds out. And I thought at that moment that maybe she would like trick the Doctor. She would like use these glasses to manipulate his device, which she did, but not tell the Doctor when he comes back. Lie to him. That he maybe thinks that he manipulated her mind, but actually he didn't. They're in the cafe talking. She's pretending that she doesn't know him. And then when he goes away, she's like, well, viewers, but I actually do know everything. I remember him. I remember everything. I just can't be with him right now, but we'll get back together. Like, I don't know. I haven't thought this through, to be honest. But something along the lines of that. But no, she has far more courage than the Doctor, and she tells him. She's honest to him. She's like, yeah, I've manipulated the device. I've listened to what you had to say. I know what you want to do. So now it's a 50-50 chance that either you or I will forget the other part. This is so crazy. And then I thought, okay, we've seen them in the cafe, and he was telling her the stories. So it's obvious that she will forget. I didn't even think about the possibility that it could be the other way around, because I thought we already saw the result. This is why I was so out of it when I suddenly realized it's him. And in addition to that, I don't know if that was me and my emotional mind again, but they made it seem as if he was about to die. I thought, okay, maybe this device works how it's supposed to work if you use it on a human like Clara. But if you use it on a Time Lord, maybe it starts a whole regeneration process and makes the Doctor forget. And I'm like, oh no, this is not happening. This is why I started to cry. Because I thought for a second time that we would lose the Peter Doctor. And I'm like, what are they doing to me 1 episode later? It was just a red herring. Maybe I created this red herring for myself in my own mind. I don't know. But I was so sad that we would lose him again. Like, again, we didn't lose him the last time. But I mean, look at him. Look at what they made us believe. This is not me making up things. This is them tricking me on purpose. Yeah, so now he wakes up, doesn't know anything of anything anymore. I mean, he knows that, he probably knows he's a doctor. And he talked to Clara and all that. And he's like, yeah, this diner hasn't always been here. And then she's like, wait, I want to see the picture. Oh, first, before we go into that, when they are talking to each other then, and we know now that he's the one who forgot everything, I'm like, oh my gosh, the burden that Clara has to bear in this scene is unbelievable, because she knows everything, but she also knows that if she lets him know, first of all, everything that they did in this episode, everything she gave up would be for nothing. Second of all, the Doctor would be so unhappy, probably destroy himself on the way if he told her, if she told him again about all of that. They made him forget for a reason. And also, now that I think about it, did Clara manipulate the thing really so that it's a 50-50 chance? Or did she manipulate it so that it would let the Doctor forget? Because she didn't want to forget. I don't know if we will ever find out whether she did that on purpose or not. I'm just wondering. Yeah, but back to this scene. She looks so unhappy. She looks so unhappy because she has this big secret. She's like looking in the eyes of the man that she loves so dearly. And everything inside her screams, I want to travel with this man. I want to be happy together with him. I want this to happen. This is my life. This is my whole life. This is everything that I know and ever wanted. Everything inside her is screaming that. She can't. And it must be killing her. It must be killing her. It's so cruel, unbelievably cruel. But yet again, she puts herself in the second place because she wants to protect him as much as he always wanted to protect her. She's so strong. She's such a strong character. Unbelievable. Yeah, and then she opens the door to the diner toilets, but it's not the diner toilets. It's the other TARDIS. And the Sheila is waiting inside. This ending is unbelievable. Now, both of them are traveling through time and space, and the Doctor is as well. They know about him, but he doesn't know about them. It's a totally new dynamic. It's so different now. The show really changed itself. Will the Doctor have another new companion in the next series? I don't think that will happen. Otherwise, we would have like 4 main characters, which I think would be too much. We can't like concentrate on a new companion now because we have to tell their story. We can't like open up a new chapter and tell their story. And both of that would be good. I think we have to concentrate on one only. And like I said, we will like see more of those two or more of the Doctor in the future. I mean, the show's called Doctor Who, so those two probably, I mean, how will that like work? Are they going to be there always in the background, like saving the Doctor? I mean, that's what Clara always did. Like, she's the impossible girl. She was always there to save the Doctor in every single like universe. But are they trying to like save him whenever he's in trouble, but without letting him know that they are there? Will he ever find out what happened? Will he like get back his memory? Questions over questions, so many of them. But I think I've talked very much today. I think it's time for the IMDb rating. So let's get into it. Okay, the episode is called Hellbent. Heaven Sent, Hellbent. I see what they did there. Okay, so rating of the episode. That's very, very, very difficult for me today because I have the feeling that I should rewatch the episode before I rate it. I feel as if it flew by so fast and it opened up so many new chapters and questions that I can't really rate the episode. I feel as if I could say a rating right now, but tomorrow it could be totally different, which is weird. I've never had that feeling before. I have to be careful here. Okay, so 7 point something is out the window because it was way better than 7 point something. My problem right now, I guess this is the biggest problem that I have right now, is that it's not as good as the last episode by far. I like the beginning and I like the part where he got Clara back. I liked the scene with Ashilda and then later Ashilda and Clara and the doctor. I liked the outcome. I liked that they didn't kill off Peter. But somehow the very first half of the episode felt a little non-finale worthy. I don't want to say non-finale worthy. I take that one back. But it didn't feel as good as the last episode. Because this one had different chapters. It took place in different places with different characters and told different stories. The last episode felt more like one whole storyline. Same place, same character, and straight development. And this one felt like we started here, then we went there, back to here, then there, over here, there, and back again. And some parts were good, some were better, some weren't good. It feels like a mix in my head, not straightforward like the last episode. That's where I'm struggling right now. So I'd say I'd give this episode a 9 point. I don't even know if I would give it a 9 point something. Oh my gosh, this is so difficult. It never felt more difficult to get a rating for an episode because I feel as if I'm not able to rate it. 1 minute I'm like, yeah, 8.7. The next I'm like 9.3. I'm going forth and back. I have to think about that a little more. Okay, I've decided that I'm gonna pick the middle number of both of these numbers. And I'm gonna stay with that, like a 9.0. That is my rating for the episode. And I think it's only a 9.0 or a 9 point something because it's a finale episode. And in my head, those are a little more elevated, even if this sounds stupid now, but finale, wow, I don't know. Or maybe my problem is that the last episode was so super good that every other episode, no matter what they did after such an episode, wouldn't feel good enough, if you know what I mean. And I know that the IMDb rating was a very high number as well. So maybe there are people out there who understand what I'm talking about right now. Okay, I'm going to give the episode a 9.0. Okay, can be different tomorrow. This time, I'm not sure at all. Okay. And IMDb understands me. Yeah, IMDb understands me. They totally get me this time. Because that's exactly how I feel. First of all, they rated it worse than the last episode. Last episode was a 9.6 if I remember correctly. And this one, 1.0, worse than the other one, which is much for a finale episode especially. So yeah, this is exactly how I feel. Thank you, IMDb, for letting me know that I'm not alone with this one. Still good, but not good enough for a finale episode. And like I said, I can't pinpoint it. It's a feeling that I have. But I feel a lot better with my rating now that I've seen the IMDb rating and now that I know I'm not alone with this one. I hope the YouTube comments, oh my gosh, I hope the YouTube comments are going to be kind to each other, like the commenters are going to be kind to each other, because I think there will be many different opinions in the comment section. Please be kind to each other. Comments that are hateful will be deleted. I'm very tired now. That was a lot. That was a lot. Like, wow, watching the finale all in all in 1 week, like 2 days. I don't know if that wasn't too much. What I wanted to do it. I couldn't wait anymore. So yeah, now I'm tired. And now I have like a week until I have to watch the next episode. Which will be a Christmas episode, by the way, but you already know that. So who am I talking to? Okay, you guys. I've rambled on enough for today. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this finale. And let me know in the comments down below which TARDIS design you do like better. I'm very curious about that as well. Because I'm indecisive, to be honest. I really like the white one. I really do. Because so many like memories to the classic episodes, even if I haven't seen much, but brings back memories. And also like the feeling, you know? But the other one is good as well. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. And I will see each and every single one of you out there in the next week with the Christmas episode. Until then, have a nice day. Bye!